It's gonna take some balls for me to upload this. You know what, I feel like I pussied out there. I feel like I had a chance to actually like fucking move through some shit, and I think I just pushed it. And sometimes it's important just to like just bite the bullet and just take a leap of faith and just, I don't know, just share. So like part of my like eating disorder, just me being like, you know, in the wrong frame of mind, was I was very much in that we're talking like high school now. I was very much in the whole clique of like bodybuilding, very much into, like I became obsessed with like eating like, you know, chicken and broccoli like every 2 hours for like, you know, 6 meals a day, and like counting carbs and doing all that things, becoming obsessed with protein basically. And it took me a really long time before I realised like I actually, like bodybuilding just isn't naturally like my flair, it's just not my zest. I was just sort of boxing myself in and just you know, not really like being true to who I actually was. I just wanted the body and the abs and stuff. It was a bit all artificial. Anyway, so during college I still carried it on, and I was still like, you know, taking my cold chicken and sweet potato into college. Oh god, eating it cold with like oh, mushy broccoli and stuff. Oh mate, great, so good. And basically I then just, I don't know how it started, but then I mean I'm sure I'd do if I really thought about it, but it's a bit foggy. I just remember then going on this like quest to find the ultimate protein. And so what I'd do was, first I went through like all the meats. Like I'd focus on just eating steak in every meal for like a week until I realised like it just wasn't healthy. And then I'd do chicken, then fish, and then I went on to nuts, where I'd just be eating nuts like with every meal and just like snacking on nuts for ages, and just like writing it down, like journaling to see if it was like the ultimate protein. And then I'd go on to like broccoli, or I did spinach, pretty much like every vegetable, every seed, like pretty much every food. I spent like 3 or 4 years, like I was doing this like, and no one else knew about it. Like, I think my family knew I was like eating a bit weird, but I was still like trying to maintain like this image that I was like, you know, doing well, like that I was like going somewhere. Anyway, like uni came around, and this was all part and parcel with uni as well. And on top of the fact that I wasn't happy at uni, I was still doing this on the side. And then so obviously I left uni a year before like my first year, and like carried on doing this as well as training. But I was also like trying to find like a training style that I like, that besides bodybuilding, that I actually loved, and that actually like, you know, tried to make me feel like you know, like vitality, like the state of being like active and strong. And basically for like up until like mid last year, I was just like focusing on like eating one food at a time and just seeing if that food like changed my mindset. Basically using food as like drugs. so to speak. Just a really unhealthy way of unhealthy perspective on food, and it all was rooted in me just like reading magazines and going on YouTube and just watching like what other people were saying and watching what everyone else was eating and just seeing if I could find identity through what other people were eating. And you know, there's been times when I've like really beat myself up for it and like looked back and been like, ah, you're you're a knobhead, lad. But now I'm more so understanding, more empathetic with my past self, and not necessarily soft. Like you know, I'm still my own biggest critic, but I definitely like have forgiven myself for like, because I understand where it all came from, and it's all about trying to be like other people and trying to like, instead of just conducting your own internal investigation and your own like assessment of what's true and what feels good and what doesn't feel good and what, you know, works for you, just doing what everyone else is telling you to do. And yeah, so there you go. It wasn't until late 2017, early 2018, when like my friend Kyle just full on, we did like a, don't get me wrong, there's been good times since then, it's not all been doom and gloom, but it was when my friend Kyle like really like just like stepped in and like noticed it. We were in Scotland and I remember he caught me eating like raw garlic, because I read online that like warriors ate raw garlic at one point in like God knows when. So of course I decided to eat raw garlic for a period of time, and he stopped me and he was just, he was just like, what the fuck are you doing, lad? And you know what, it was actually a blessing, the biggest blessing ever. I remember we went in, we were staying in like a cool little like camping village, but like with like wooden lodges. Really good. We'll probably be going again at some point in the future because there's good mountain biking trails up there. It's Dalbeattie, Scotland. Pretty sick. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, like took me into the kitchen and we went to the shop and bought like pasta and like made homemade garlic bread and sauces and like sauteed veggies. And do you know what? Like I ate that meal. Went like back outside. We made a fire. Sat around the fire. He gave me a can of Elvis juice, Brewdog if you don't know what that is, and do you know what? That's when something really clicked, and it was like, you know what, you can think for yourself, you mate. You can figure out like you know what you like and who you are just by going your own way, and it really gave me a boost of confidence. And yeah, so that's, let me know if you guys have ever done anything like weird like that. I know eating disorders are pretty like common. I can't give you like health advice and stuff because like I don't know any health advice to give, but I can definitely empathize with people. So yeah, if I give any advice, it'd be to speak to someone, you know, who cares about you, your family. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is the right thing to do. In fact, most of the time the hardest thing to do is the right thing to do. It's all lessons, mate. The only mistake is if you don't learn from it. It's okay to eat a cookie every now and then. It's okay. You just gotta be happy and harmless.